TFNN. Headline News Update.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien, coming to you live from TFNN, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Thursday morning, 30 minutes into the trading day, and we got a mixed market to start things off. Right now, you have S&P futures basically flat, trading at 3,036. NASDAQ futures negative by 12, but NASDAQ getting quite a pop on the open. NASDAQ negative by just 9 points now at 94.22. You get the Dow up by 12 points. The Dow had been up 200-plus points coming into the open. We'll start things off. Let's start it off with a chart of the S&Ps. We reach a high overnight, 3,053. You see the action on the chart from yesterday. Quite an acceleration in both directions. You trade from 3,030 down 60-plus S&P points. You're talking about 2% in the index by about 11 a.m. Eastern time. But guess what? You get all that 2% back by the close of business yesterday. You're back up at about 3,030, and you can see the chop overnight from about 3,030 to the upper end range of that, about 3,050. We actually touched down right on the open, 3,030, and we're sitting right at that level, 3,035. As I mentioned, a pop from the NASDAQ. Check out the acceleration as we zoom in on similar territory. There's your trade higher in the NASDAQ. There's yesterday's action. The NASDAQ still underneath the highs that we had yesterday afternoon, though, 94.22. The Dow, quite a pullback, quite a reversal of fortune. So you have the NASDAQ trading higher, the Dow pulling back on the open. The Dow had been as high as 25,794. When you look at the action we had in the Dow yesterday, quite a different trend. We trade lower, but we get it back all plus some, and we're above where we were at yesterday morning right now in the Dow at 25,540. Jumping over to the crude contract, crude off about 9 pennies at 32.71. We get the inventory numbers an hour from right now, 11 a.m. because of the holiday on Thursday, and the gold contract up about $8 at $17.35. Some of the headlines out there in terms of weekly jobless claims, that number coming in at 2.123 million. The expectation have been for 2.05. Also within that number, though, the first post decline in terms of the number, 21.1 for ongoing benefit claims, the first time that tally fell during the pandemic. Should be an interesting day of trading. Volatility in both directions. All the markets now in positive territory. How about it? And it's earnings season as well. CRM after the bell. Can it be? Tomorrow they're up 5%. Stay tuned, folks. Live programming all day at TFNN.